What's up, my little Tattle Tells? Listen, we got a Wendy Williams update. Remember how we've been trying to figure out who could this mysterious third party that's going to be guardianship, that's going for guardianship, who could they possibly be? A lot of people speculated it was her ne'er-do-well ex-husband, Kevin. However, new reports are surfacing that maybe his name, can be taken off the list if these reports are to be believed. Again, who's this third-party guardianship? We'll get to that later. But why is it, or do we maybe have to take Kelvin's name off of the list? Well, let's get into it. Radar Online is reporting that Wendy Williams and her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, are getting close again. Get this. Feeling abandoned by her staff and friends, Wendy Williams has fallen back with her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, who is once again acting like her manager. Now, to me, when I first read that made my heart sink. The fact that this man was an abuser. He was one of the reasons you were always relapsing. He was a serial cheater. He disrespected you. And this is the closest person you have looking out for you? What about her son? I understand you look at your son as a child, but this is the person that got in a fist fight with his son and then got his son arrested. Y'all, let's continue. It says, Wendy has no one in her life but Kevin. She never had close friends and hasn't spoken with her staff in months. After her mom died, Wendy didn't even have a family. All she has is Kevin and the son they share together. Now again, who is this source that Radar Online's getting? Is this Kevin? Honestly, is that you, Kelvin? Is it? Because honestly, Wendy has her brother, Wendy has her dad. I know there's family beef and drama, but if we are comparing what her brother and dad did to her compared to what Kelvin, her ne'er-do-well ex, did, I mean, are you serious? Are you serious? Again, Radar R9 is not saying their sources, but the sources sound a lot like Kevin, making me think, right? Making me think I'm of two minds, right? This could be what it is. Wendy is gravitating to Kevin because that's all she has. This could be Kevin actually trying to do a media storm. That if he is not involved in the guardianship, maybe he's going to make a ploy to actually take over and manage Wendy's assets. Because again, I find it odd that this source is leaving her son out of it, even though her source has power of attorney. Really quick, y'all, just as an aside, y'all, this Friday gonna be lit. We got the members only live coming, y'all. I got some inside tea about Wendy, right? I got some inside tea about what's going on with your favorite celebrities. And by inside tea, baby, I did the work. I did the research, right? I did the work and I did the research. I know people get mad that I do more than just read articles and I do research. But listen, I'm also gonna bring you the things I get in my inbox from the gutter. Yeah, Mushu. That's my dog. Okay, Mushu. Mushu wants me to get back to the juice. But anyway, sign up for the members only live. It's going to be this Friday, and it's going to be lit. Lego. Saying that Kevin is back in her life again out of necessity. He may not have treated her right in the past, but when he was in her life, none of this crazy stuff happened. He would never have allowed her bank to freeze her assets. That would have made sure he would have made sure that Wendy went to work every day. Okay, so there's truth in that. But that doesn't mean that Kelvin is good for Wendy. He is the reason this woman relapsed. Yeah, maybe the bank wouldn't have froze her assets and she would have went to work all day. But we all saw when Wendy was dressed up like the Statue of Liberty and fell out. We all saw where sometimes Wendy looked like she had some Jack Daniels in her coffee, a whole liter of Jack Daniels in her coffee. Listen, I love Wendy, but we all remember 2 years ago the memes that were going around where it looked like Wendy may have been under the influence and was acting a fool on TV. Stop acting like Kevin. Yeah, could have Britney speared her and made her work like she was the prize pony, but he also was the source of all her greatest pain and also the reasons that she kept relapsing. Also forget that everybody's just like, oh, Kevin's stepping up. Let's not forget, this is the man that when Wendy was in rehab, when Wendy was breaking down, when Wendy took a hiatus from her show, he was literally posting, I told y'all health is wealth. He was literally delighting in the fact that he sent Wendy to rehab and she was having trouble struggling. Y'all, the radar online might not remember. I remember all the grimy ways that Kevin was mocking Wendy, humiliating Wendy, and then when she was at her lowest, was kicking her in her stomach like he was spending the alimony payments. Now you want to step up that the word guardian is being thrown around. Now you want to step up that your alimony. Yeah, listen, I know a scam when I see one. And y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe you think I'm being too harsh, but baby, I know a scam when I see one. And this ain't nothing but a GD scam. And it makes me so sad for Wendy that you got these sharks and vultures around you preying on your demise. And this is who you got to depend on, if this source can even be believed. Again, it's Calvin, if he is not who the bank is sponsoring for guardianship, is this his way of trying to make a play to be a guardian? And let me tell y'all something about abusive people. If you think, yeah, well, you know, he violated Wendy's body, he beat Wendy up, he humiliated her, he cheated on her, he talked to her like she was trash, but he's gonna do the right thing around. You are insane. The only reason he's even interested, in my opinion, of doing this is because he has something to gain. Well, what if he's trying to take the whole pie? Again, I'm not saying that Kevin is trying to be the guardianship. I'm just saying that the fact, it's sad that Wendy has been abused so much in her life that this one, who is the biggest abuser, and everybody across the board said he's the reason for all her issues, one that literally is coming closer to come and save the day. Save the day how? I have questions. Let's get more into this article. But let me know what you think. Y'all think I'm being too harsh on Calvin? Listen, once an abuser, always abuser. People don't change like that, baby. People do not change like that, baby. They just don't. I'm sorry. Listen, Radar can confirm that Williams has hired LaShawn Thomas, who is her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, uses as a lead counsel for his various businesses. So this isn't Kevin's private attorney, it's his business attorney. Wendy used to share LaShawn. Wendy and Kevin used to share LaShawn until they got divorced, and then LaShawn took over Kevin's business assets because Wendy, for some reason, didn't want LaShawn working on her stuff. Now, the source goes on to say, of course Kevin had a hand in Wendy hiring LaShawn Thomas. Kevin is back, and he and Wendy are getting close again. Y'all, this is giving red flags. I feel so bad for Wendy Williams right now. Just so bad. Here's the thing. Kevin, the source said that Kevin, of course, had a hand in Wendy hiring LaShawn, except get this. The attorney, Thomas, disagrees. She actually went on record saying, Kevin did not request that I represent Wendy. The lawyer sounding defensive. Whatever is going on with Wendy, I don't disclose to him. I believe in protecting the attorney-client privilege. Again, y'all, Kevin is making a play for something. Again, if he's not who the bank wants to be guardian, I think Kevin actually might be making a real play to be guardian right now. Even though the lawyer was like, what are you talking about? Kevin didn't force this together. Oh, I don't disclose anything to Kevin. Kevin should not have, again. The story goes on to say that the former couple share a 20-year-old son, Kevin Hunter Jr., who insiders say has been instrumental in getting his mom and dad back together. I want to see who this insider is. Again, if the son comes out and says that, fine. But again, the son grew up in an abusive household. The source also says, love or hate Kevin, this shit never went down on his watch. Yeah, we know it didn't, but what did go down on your watch? Wendy working herself to the bone, Wendy falling out on national TV, Wendy going to rehab quite a few times, and Wendy breaking down and having to take hiatus because you and your vegan chef were tap dancing all over her heart, especially when you had a baby out of wedlock. Don't get me started. Well, watch. Wells Fargo isn't going to mess with Kevin. He's going to unlock her bank accounts. Okay, first of all, whoever the source is, beginning to think that this is Kevin itself. Wells Fargo, in the proceedings, already said that they would unfreeze some of her accounts. But they are waiting for a guardianship to be appointed. Y'all, is Kevin making a play to take it all? Wells Fargo recently said in a statement, Wells Fargo's priority is to the financial well-being of Wendy and the preservation of her privacy. As we expressed to the court, Wells Fargo is open to working with Mrs. Williams' counsel to release funds directly to her creditors for bills historically and regularly paid from her accounts. In her lawsuit, Wendy claims she has been blocked from accessing accounts for several weeks. She allegedly has been unable to pay her mortgage, employee payroll, and future bills, right? Wendy believes her former financial advisor and friend, this is in Wendy's document, she said Lori was a friend at one point, told the bank she is of unsound mind, a claim that she denies. Listen, The judge has yet to rule on this temporary restraining order. There's a lot going on in the background. In regards to the guardianship, in regards to what the bank is saying, again, this third party that alerted Lori, who is it? Again, Kevin, whether he was this third party or whether not, y'all cannot tell me that by the language of this article, he's not making a play to become the guardian of Wendy's assets. And if that's true, it's just sad. It's just sad. Kevin don't give a damn about Wendy. And remember, I just have to say this. Remember when Kevin was in the media playing the dog mess out of her, and now that's the only person you have? Y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comments. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.